Okie dokie. I found an easier way to do this recording business. That's wonderful. I was using Xbox Game and it wasn't working, but here we go. I am uploading this to YouTube because it won't send through Snapchat. So if you are not in this statistics class, this may not apply to you. This is just for my classmates. All right, so the first question on Tyree Shapiro, I was trying to figure out how to do this for you guys. Homework 9 was our final grades significantly different than midterm grades. All right, first we're gonna have to do HO and HA. The HO for this is going to be mu of midterm, or mu m, is equal to mu of the final, or mu f. HA, since it's asking for significantly different, it is going to be mu of m is not equal to mu of f. Alrighty, and then for the SPSS part, we're going to go in here. We're going to type in our variables, midterm, make sure it's scale, final, make sure it's scale. It's going to pop up with these two things. We're going to just plug in the numbers, so 80 and 85. We get that from this right here. 80 is the midterm, 85 is the final, so on and so forth. All right, let me open up SPSS again. And then once we get all these numbers in, looking beautiful, we're gonna go to analyze, compare means. Compare means. Paired samples t-test. Our midterm is going to be in variable 1. Here, let me just reset that. Midterm is variable 1, final is variable 2. Okay. Ooh, didn't pop up. Well, yes, it did. It did pop up over here. All right. So this will pop up for you. These are going to be your answers for part B. Our midterm average is going to be 85. Our final average is going to be 87. For part C, we're asked if we are rejecting the null or failing to reject the null. We're going to look right here. If the number is greater than 0.05, like say 0.10, we're going to fail to reject the null. If it is less than 0.05, like this is 0.009, we are going to reject the null. So for number 1, we are going to reject the null because 0.009 is less than 0.05. All right, part D asks for a graph. We're going to go to chart builder after graphs. I'm going to click on this first bar graph here. We're going to drag our midterm variable over to the y-axis. That didn't do it for some reason. Let's try again. Perfect. Drag our final variable over to the y-axis as well. Press OK. Press OK. But bam, there we go. Let me do number 2 from the start for y'all. Number 2 is asking about, do children's IQ change significantly as they age? Our variables are age 10 and age 15. Let's go ahead and plug that into SPSS first. All right, it doesn't do numbers, so you have to type them out. It's kind of annoying, but that's okay. So we have 10 and we have 15. Those are both scale again. We go back into data view and then we plug in the numbers that Shapiro gave us. Shapiro gave us 100 and 110, 105 and 100. I can't memorize all of those at once, so we're just gonna work for those. 100, 110, 105, 100. What else was there? Let me see. And then 89, 98. That's a 98, not an 89. 98 to 96, 110 to 112, and then 120 to 120. 96, 110 to 112. Okay. 98 to 96, 110 to 112, and then 120 to 120. Perfect. We got all those numbers in there. Then we go to analyze, compare means, paired samples t-test. Our first variable is 10. Our second variable is 15. Oh yes, this is important. I forgot that for number 1, but our percentage should be 95 unless otherwise stated. So it's 95 today. We press OK. All right, now that we have this pulled up, I forgot if I said it, but our HO is pretty much the same as for number 1. Our HO is going to be mu of 10 is equal to mu of 15. Our HA, since it's changing significantly, it's going to be not equal to. So our mu of 10 is not equal to our mu of 15. And then for B, it asks for our sample means. Right here is going to be where our sample means are. So for our mean for variable 10 is going to be 106.6. Our mean for 15 is going to be 107.6. Part C asks if we fail to reject the null or reject the null. 0.713 is greater than 0.05. So we are going to fail to reject the null. Part D asks for a graph. So we're going to go up to graphs, chart builder, click the first simple bar graph. We're going to drag our variable 10 over to the y-axis, drag our variable 15 over to the y-axis again, press OK, and bam, there's the graph. There we go. There are your answers, guys. Sorry it took me so long to do this. It took a good hour of my time, but now that I know how to submit these recordings and put them on YouTube, I'm just going to go ahead and do this for most of our homework going forward so we don't have mass confusion across the board and people could just click on a YouTube video, get all the answers for them, and know how to do them. All right, thanks, guys. Bye. How do I fucking stop the recording?